Okay, welcome back. This is lure hunting number 5, and we're at another pond slash lake thing, and there's actually one over there on the other side, I think. And so yeah, we're gonna check both of these out. We already, when we first got here, my dad found this nice little, looks like a Rapala. Pretty cool. The hooks are trash, but I could replace those. And then I found a nice bobber that's perfectly good. So yeah, this place is already turning out good, and we haven't even searched in the trees yet, so stay tuned. All right, we're looking around. We're in this little cove spot. Let's see if we can find anything. Oh, there's something. That is nice. Looks like some sort of Rapala crankbait. Pretty cool, just laying right here. So easy to find. All right, we're traveling to the next lake spot. It's pretty hard. There's a nice little creek over there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we're almost there. Ow, my head. But already 2 crankbaits, and none of them were even in trees. That is really good. That's a good sign. To be honest, I think both of these lakes or ponds or whatever have been drained before because of, oh, this looks really good. Because of like all the ice. Like as you can see, when we were back there, it was really, not really shallow. Oh, that was easy. Already got our first find of this pond. Let's go. Looks like somebody wasn't really having respect for their bobbers. I don't know. All this looks like it was underwater, but I can't tell. Cause like, look at the moss and how the dirt is like picked up. I can't tell, but it is a neighborhood pond, so I don't really know. But there we go. We got a hook, a bobber, and 2 weights. Pretty nice. Let's keep going. All right, I literally found the bobber and the hooks and the weights right there. And when I looked up, there's a lure right there. Looks like a whopper plopper. And then there's a lure right there. Okay, I was about to give my dad the phone, but then it's hard to see because of the lighting. But I look up out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep looking for lures. And I just see a whopper plopper right here. Let me see if I can show you right here. Look at how close I am to it. It's right there. So I did bring my lure retriever over here to grab it, but that is super duper cool. Just right up in this tree. Okay, we got the lure down. This is my first ever white whopper plopper, and it's my first ever like chunky, that size whopper plopper. Usually I find only the longer ones, but still really, really cool. That's a keeper. Okay, I couldn't film it getting down because it didn't take that long, but it was pretty hard too because I kept getting the lure retriever stuck on branches over there, so we had to get it from here. And yeah, but we got the lures down. This is a really good one. I've never found one of these. Looks like a trout whopper plopper. Really cool with like a sparkly tail. And then this rattle trap looks fantastic. I don't know what brand it is, but it looks really good. Pretty cool. We got another lure here. Looks like some sort of jig. So we got to grab this. Oh, we got it. Lure. Pretty nice. And then there's a bunch of line, some jig heads with some hooks. It's pretty nice. All right, we're at another spot here, and it's on the other side. We were over there, but there's a whopper plopper right there in the tree. Looks like a black one. It's pretty cool. Got the lure down. I think I have the exact same one as these, but it's really, really cool. Black and white whopper plopper. Pretty nice. Okay, my dad spotted this one. It's a jerkbait right there. It looks really good. I don't know what type of jerkbait it is, but it's pretty cool. I think he got it. Let's see. Yep.
Isn't that a crankbait?
Yeah, it's like a long crankbait. Oh. Usually those are jerkbaits. That eye looks like it has like a symbol on it. Can't tell though. I'll search it up when I get home. Pretty cool. Okay, we're at another pond. We were gonna go back home, but we had to stop at this spot because we've heard good stuff about this place, and there's like a Christmas tree of stuff here. That tree over there has a bunch of stuff, but right now my dad is getting probably the best find at this pond, which is that whopper blubber, or it looks like a gray and black Berkeley Chopo. Yes, step in the water for this one. Got it. Yep. Let's go. Is that? I think it is. Wait, hold it still. Got it. It's pretty nice. I have this, yeah, it's a Berkeley Chopo because of the eye, but I actually have the same one as these, but it's different because it's longer than the normal ones. Let's see if we see, oh, I see a swim bait up there next to that bobber.
I'm looking up into that tree and thinking, how does that cast even get up there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird, but pretty cool find. We're gonna look for more. All right, we just got this buzz bait down. Pretty nice find. All right, we already have these two finds. I didn't get this one on camera, but it's a nice swim bait. And then we got the Berkeley Chopo. And now we got my first ever buzz bait. Never found one of these, but I've always wanted to. Pretty cool. Nice little crankbait there. Okay, we're in this bush, and there's a jig right here. Very loud Mustang or something. I don't even know, clue. But there's a lure right here. Looks like a jig. This maybe. There we go. Nice little jig. Right down there on the ice, basically. I'm gonna go put it where all of our other lures are, and then I'm gonna go help my dad get this other lure. Hopefully we could get it though. Okay, we just got one of the lures out from over there. My dad is getting another one out right now, and it is a Panther Martin. My dad said it's a good brand. Okay, we're back at the house, and I got all the lures set out. It took me a while, and just to let you know, this was my best lure hunting trip of 2026 so far. Here is all the lures from least best to most best, like the best finds of the day. There's a lot of lures, as you could see. Okay, before I start showing all the lures, all my videos right now have been filmed upright like this, whether they're YouTube shorts or actual videos, and sometimes I switch the camera around sideways to try to get a better thing, but I've realized now that when you film a clip like how you're watching it right now, and then you film it sideways, it makes the screen smaller. So I'm using a phone right now, you probably could tell, but soon, once I get a mic for my birthday, which is coming up soon, I'll be able to film sideways, and it will fill up the whole screen, thankfully. So yeah, stay tuned for all that. So let's start from there, and then we're gonna go to here. Okay, sorry about the shadow right here, but anyways, so the first thing we got this bobber going up from here from small to big, and then we got some weights going from small to big. We got this weight right here. The thing is, there's still line on it because it's been snagged in the tree for so long that the line is like engraved in the weight of how tight it is. So it's gonna be hard to get that off, but if I spent a little bit on it, I think I'll be able to do it. Next, we got some hooks here. So we got this small one, this big one, and then we got a jig head with a little bit of paint taken off, but it still looks pretty good. Then we got some swivels with hooks on them, 2 of those. We got this, the first lure, not that we found, but the first lure, probably the worst lure we found, was this chewed up soft plastic Senko. It has a good hook and a good swivel, but the lure itself is trash. Then we got this crawfish here, crayfish, whatever you want to call it. The hook has a little bit of rust, but the barb and the point are still good. Honestly, that's a good rig to keep. Then we got this jig head with a little soft plastic on it. Pretty trash, probably not going to use that. And then we got this crappie jig with a little jig head on it. Pretty nice. Then, I've actually never found one of these before, but I've seen them on YouTube. They're like these jigs. I don't really know. I think they're just called jigs, but still pretty cool. Then we got this red and black rooster tail. Then we got this. My dad told me, I think I said it in earlier in the video, but my dad told me these spinners or rooster tails are really good. They're called, what does that say? Panther Martin, I think they're called. This one's pretty trash. Like, the paint is taken off, the hook sucks, but I can't believe the feathers survived all that time. But he said they're a really old lure. They're good and expensive, but this one's like trash. I'm probably just gonna like put that in one of my old tackle boxes and leave it there, possibly sell it, but still really cool. Then up here we got small little swim bait. Then we got this really cool swim bait. This is the best swim bait we found. Don't mind those noises. I'm in the basement workshop closet space right now, so yeah, but really cool swim bait. That is definitely reusable. Like, that is like perfect condition, like maybe lost this year. Then we got this jig here with a broken trail. I think it was a swim bait, but still pretty cool. Very usable condition. Very cool. Then I found my first ever buzz bait. Those are really cool. This thing spins. I think when you reel it really quickly, it like floats. So that's pretty cool. Very nice. And then the first find of the day, I didn't get it on camera because we literally just got there. And I was walking down to this one tree, and my dad told me to come here and was like, look what I found, and hold it up to me. And I was like, oh, cool. That's what I could start my video with. But yeah, this looks like a Rapala crankbait. Very nice. And then later at the end of the video, or at the end of my lure hunting session, I found this Rapala crankbait. Basically like that one, just a little bit different. And then also at the start of the video, I found this washed up. I think because the first pond lake sort of place I was at, it looked to be drained a little bit. So, like, the water level sort of dropped a lot. But yeah, I found this guy laying on the shore. I actually caught the whole thing on camera, which was really cool. And then I didn't get this guy on camera, but he was still a really cool one of these. These lures are really cool. But yeah, very nice bone crankbait. I think there's like a Walmart maybe. I don't know. Ozark Trail. And then we got this lipless. This was sort of at the start of the video. Very, very, very nice. I've never found one of these types of liplesses before. Very, very cool. And then later, I think in the middle of the video maybe, I found, or actually no, my dad spotted it and I let him get it down. This lure is in very, very good condition. Looks like a jerkbait maybe, or some sort of long crankbait. Pretty cool. I don't know the brand. It looked like there was something there, but I think it was just the way the sun was shining on it, on the eye. So I don't know, but still really, really cool. Okay, now we're going to the best finds of the day. So first, when we went to our third pond, my dad spotted this and got it down. This Berkley Chopo, very, very nice. The paint is coming off at the bottom, but still really cool. Then we got this black and white Whopper Plopper. I actually have one of these, so I might sell this or something or give it away, but still really cool. These go for like $15, but yeah, pretty cool. And then the two best finds of the day are these two. We got the first one. These are actually found in like the same exact spot. Basically, they were in the same exact tree, but in different sort of locations. I actually found this one while going to try to get this one down, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is like a blue and a white Whopper Plopper. Now, as you can see, compared to the other one, it looks to be chunkier, I think. Yeah, definitely bigger in size. But these two are the same exact size, so I don't know if somebody bought like two of them and lost both of them, but still really, really cool. I've actually never found one of these sizes of Whopper Ploppers, so that's pretty cool. And then this one looks like a trout sort of colored Whopper Plopper with like a sparkly tail. Very, very cool. Again, I have never found one of these chunky Whopper Ploppers before, but now I found two of them, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, it's gonna take me a little bit to calculate the price, so for now I'm gonna just wash the lures. Like this one definitely needs washing, as you can see, and then maybe this one bit. Some of these lures need washing, but mostly not all of them. Maybe a little bit of this Whopper Plopper here. But yeah, let's bring them in and wash them. Okay, we're back at the washing station, I guess. I don't know. This is like our downstairs bathroom I use for cleaning lures. But we got the, looks like a Rapala crankbait. Surprisingly, this lure isn't cracked, or there's not really any rust on it, so probably wasn't there for that long. But if this cleans, most of that dirt cleans off, this lure is gonna look brand new once I put new hooks and new split rings on. So let's wash this lure. Okay, as I said, in lure hunting number 4, all I use is just warm water, soap, and sometimes cleaning alcohol if there's rust. But there isn't really any rust on this lure, so I'm gonna just use warm water and soap and try to get all the dirt off, and yeah, I'll show you the results. Okay, it's starting to look pretty nice. Not fully cleaned yet, but still really cool. I'm gonna keep cleaning it. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I am gonna use cleaning alcohol, but not in this video, to just give it a better clean, because as you can see, I rinsed and washed all the dirt off, but there still is a little bit of like spots, and I think that is like rust. So I'm gonna like rust start growing on it sometimes. I don't know how that works, but I'm gonna clean this up after the video. But as you can see, it says Rapala right there. I think it's backwards. Hold on. That should be better. Okay, so yeah, it says Rapala right there, and then DT Thug, I think that's what it says. I don't really know what that means, but still really cool lure. Very, very nice find. Okay, I finished getting all the prices together of if you bought all this stuff brand new, and I'm gonna let you guys have 10 seconds to think of how much you think all this stuff brand new costs. And yeah, timer starts now. Okay, if you guessed $145, you were correct. All this stuff, all these fishing lures and bobbers and weights and hooks, everything here, if you bought it brand new, would cost $145. That is a lot of money, and probably my best trip of 2026, maybe even all of my lure hunting. And I've been doing lure hunting for about the end of 2024 I started. But yeah, the most expensive lure I found was probably this Whopper Plopper right here. This is pretty nice. Now, it wasn't my best find in my opinion. This was probably my best find because I've never found it before, and it was pretty expensive, and it is pretty rare to find it. But this lure right here, I'll give you guys a second to guess. It is $15. This lure right here is $15, but I would probably sell that for like 13 or 12 if I sold it, which I probably will because I have doubles of them. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Is probably going to come out like once all the snow and all the ice melts. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Maybe fishing, maybe magnet fishing, maybe metal detecting, depending on if my old metal detector works. But I might do a lure tackle video of all my stuff. Might do a tackle box video. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys have a good day. And if you can, like and subscribe. Thank you for all the support. Bye.